Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Cree Rama, and today I just have a very short video. I just wanted to share something kind of fun with you guys. So, oh my goodness, probably 8 months ago, it was a while ago, somebody sent me a little piece of this stuff. I didn't know what in the world it was, and just for inspiration, ideas, things to use. And I said, what in the world is that? It's so cool, but what is it? And she called it paper lace. So I'm going to show you, I kind of finally tried to make my own and kind of experimented with different papers. And I just want to share the results with you because I love using this stuff now. This is going to be kind of a staple, like tea-dyed papers in my creative space. So I took photos of what the papers looked like before I put them in water. So basically what you do is you take any 2 papers that you want or more, put them together, and then you just sew them. So I did 2 different things. I wanted to see how they kind of gave different results. I will show you with my wonderful drawing skills here. But for some of them, I did what I'm calling a grid pattern, where just kind of, this is my sewing on the paper. I just went this way, and then I started going this way. And that's it. And you'll see that is like these, the grid pattern, and this one. And then others, I just did a messy circle. So I would start by making a big circle, then I just kind of randomly started, going all over the place, and I would do little circles here and there. It was very random, but I just wanted to see, what the difference would be, and using different papers and different textures. I used book pages, I used some paper towels that were dyed, I used some napkin, I used some random scrap pieces of printed papers, and I think that's about it. Oh, some brown paper bag. And then what you do after you sew your papers, do not do this in your sink because you don't want to clog your sink. Don't do it in your sink. Okay, don't make that mistake because I did. So what you do after you sew your papers together, get a bucket, or if you have a dish pan would be great to use, and fill it with warm water. And then you just take the papers and dip it down in, get it wet. Most of these, all I had to do, I dipped it down in, and then I just, while it was in the water, I kind of did this, with my hand lightly. And then I took it out, I wrung it like it was a cloth or something, and then I just opened it up like this. And if there were areas that were, still together, I would just kind of pull a little bit in that area and it would rip. And I just think this stuff is really, really cool. And then after that, just lay it and let it dry. Super, super easy. At first I made some with just 2 of the same paper. So it would be 2 book pages, or like this is 2 pieces of brown packing paper. So you can see. And then I thought, let me try different papers together. So this is brown packing paper, and then that is a scrap piece of I don't even know what was on it exactly. It was a printable piece of paper, something on it. So you can see the blue color. So I mean, it's all preference, what you would prefer. I personally really love the contrast of the different types of paper. So here's another one. For this one, I used 2 pieces of scrap printable papers that had something printed on it. and I used napkins. So I don't know if you can see this avocado dyed napkin in between, and I sandwiched it in between the other paper because I thought it might be too delicate and just kind of rip too easily. But I love the way this came out. So that's 2 papers with napkin in the middle. Okay, so here's one. This that you can see mostly on, well, let me see. No, this side. This is a paper towel that I was using when I was doing my Rusty Bits video, and I kind of threw the rusty bits in between book pages, and I also had some paper towel that I just dipped in the rusty water and I would squeeze it on top of my book pages. So this is one of those paper towels, and a book page that I sewed it down to. So this one looks pretty cool, I think. And you can see the book page almost completely went away, but the paper towel was pretty strong. One is 2 pieces of the brown paper bag that's printed. So that's what this one is. Okay, so there's more of that brown paper bag with the print on it, and then on the other side, book page. So this is just 2 book pages, and I just rubbed my Rusty Hinge ink pad over top of this side. This is a book page, and so this looks like a book page and brown packing paper in the middle. So it's 3 papers. You see this one has a lot of holes in it. This is book page in the brown printed packing paper, or brown bag. And this one is just 2 book pages together. When you make the different patterns of stitching, how it looks, the grid, and I'm calling this the messy circles. And I'm sure people seeing this video, I call it the inspiration chain. I'm sure people will see this and get an idea, and it's going to be a fantastic idea, and we just keep inspiring each other, right? So these are more of the grid pattern and the messy circle pattern. And then I'll show you what I used this in so far. In this video I just posted, and I just made these, my tag books for my Diva Delights to send out in Junk Journal Divas group. So here you can see I used some in front of the fairy, and I also used some behind there. And then I put some for my page tabs here. Just a little bit. Let me see, and then this one looks like I just added a little bit in between my butterflies to stick out here. And then this one, and I know this, so this project was inspired by Nikki Olivier, who is in the Divas group with me, and this is her favorite one. So I'm gonna send this one to Nikki for inspiring this project. But you can see here I used a little bit underneath this fairy. I'm going to add the photos of what these papers looked like before I added them to the water, just so you can see. But yeah, if you make any, I would love to hear if you have any other ideas or fun tips, things you thought of, or papers that you used, and just have fun creating. Thanks for watching.